Welcome to day 3 of the Getting Published in 90 Days vlog. I told you yesterday I'll be going to the library, and I did. And it was insightful. I was glad I did. Um, I got recommendations for um, the whether to do a hardcover or still retain my paperback version. And I'm so excited about everything they told me, and this was going to be my first hardcover book. I am so excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to put in a little bit more work, but I am okay with that. And will take you through the process on how to do that, because this is my first time as well. So I'll let you know how I got on with it. Amazon just started the hardcover format mid last year. I think it was in its beta stage, but now I think they've rolled it out, and you can now have Kindle, paperback, and hardcover. But enough of this book size and book covers, because we still have a long way to go to get to that point. Where days 1 to 7, I would want us to look at our concepts and our ideas, because ideas are very important when it comes to writing a book. You need to have a solid idea that you're going to develop into a story. Now, storytelling is part of human life. It's an effective way of transmitting information from one person to another. We all tell stories every day. A good story should have a conflict, a resolution, and an outcome, and possibly a fourth element, which I will mention later. But a good story should have a conflict. Let's start with the conflict. Conflict means that your main character has a problem, and you're going to help your character solve their problem. My daughter is running around the house. So you're going to help your main character or any of your characters solve a problem. In my story about Freddy and the veggies, Freddy had an issue with eating vegetables. He didn't like his veggies. So it was a problem. Perhaps his mom is having that issue, trying to get him to eat his veggies. But he needed something to help him see the reason why he should eat his vegetables. And eventually, he got to know why he should have them, because veggies are good for you. So there must be a main issue that your book is dealing with. So now we're talking about concepts. So you now start developing a character that will help you tell the story, that will help you tell what ideas you're trying to bring out. Is your story about kindness? Can you create a character that is struggling with showing kindness to another person, or a character that has been a victim of people not showing them kindness? It's a major problem in schools. It's a major problem sometimes at home, where children don't want to show kindness to the next person, or they don't want to share what they have. So you can start with a problem, and then you bring in more characters who will help the main character to resolve that problem. And then there must be an outcome. Well, for most children's book, we always have this happy ending, and they lived happily ever after. So that is how most stories end. Even for adults, some adults still prefer to have happy endings. But in the real world, it's not every time we get happy endings. So if you can put a twist to yours and make yours not so much of a happy ending, then it will keep people guessing. Have you read books? Sometimes you start wondering, oh, I wish it had ended this way, or perhaps I wish this happened to this character. Well, that means the author took time to create a lot of excitement and suspense, which is the fourth element I'm talking about. A good story should have a form of suspense or excitement that makes your reader want to read more. So what can you do to create that suspense? You can create it by asking questions. Did you know? Have you heard? I can't believe this happened. You wouldn't believe who I met this afternoon at the grocery shop. So things like that, just something to create an excitement that your listener, your readers will want to know what happened next. So as you're thinking about your ideas and your concepts, please start thinking about the characters that will help you put your ideas the way you want it. Who can tell the story? Will you use children? Will you use animals? Will your story be based on aliens who came to planet Earth to help us solve a problem? It's entirely up to you. And you know what? You already have some tools that you may already be using, like Netflix. Watch children's movies. Look at how they drafted look at how they planned the plots. Watch their movies, watch different series about children, and try to go behind the mind of the scriptwriter. From there, you begin to see how to draft your own story. Because why reinvent the wheel when you can just change the gear? You don't have to create something new. You can work with the things that are already there and are already succeeding. So read more children's books, watch movies on this sort of category that you are dealing with, and go out, discuss with people. When you are out and about, take your notebook and your pen. Make sure you put down stuff. You might find some ideas outside that you could develop. So please start thinking of the ideas that you want to develop for your stories. So we're going to use days 1 to 7 to look at our concepts. So now you know these 4 elements you should be planning as you develop a concept. Start creating a story that first have a conflict. There must be a problem that you're trying to solve in your book. And there must be a resolution. You must solve the problem. And then you let us know what your outcome is. What is the desired outcome? What are you hoping to get? What is the message in your book? That is how to start bringing those creative juices in you and creating that book that someone will pick up and they won't want to drop. And remember to add a little bit of suspense and excitement, because people love the suspense, they love the excitement. So keep working on your concepts. Keep researching. Like I am still researching a lot of things regarding my book. Like I said to you, I went to the library yesterday. I'm hoping I could talk. I'll be able to get a chance to speak with a few parents and possibly teachers. I'm going to let them read the drafts and get their recommendation. And you do the same. Join Facebook groups dealing with children's books. Put out your ideas there. Ask them questions. Ask them if they think it's going to work. Ask them how they did theirs. You need to start talking to people, because it's the people that will help you to write your book. Find out what is working. And then very soon we're going to look at the marketing bits, where we're going to see what is working on Amazon. So well done for all the hard work you're putting in. Stay committed to this course. We are going to get self-published in 90 days. Keep writing, keep planning, keep creating, keep moving, and very soon we're going to get there. See you tomorrow.